This was the day I hiked to Base Torres, one of the most iconic hikes in Patagonia.
Beginning my hike to Base Torres. Heading over there somewhere. It's a little rainy today, but it should clear up in a little bit. So we might be getting to the base right at when the weather clears up. So crossing our fingers for that. So I'm actually, wasn't sure about this morning. Last night when I got back to Puerto Natales from doing my 2 hikes, I was not feeling very well. I got really nauseous. I think I was really low on reserves. I didn't really take any rest days after my long flight from Michigan down to Santiago and then to Puerto Natales. Just started hiking the next day, and I think my reserves got depleted and I crashed. But yeah, feeling better this morning, and we're doing it, so hopefully we stay that way. So the Base Torres towers are actually right over here. You can see they're covered in the clouds right now. I mentioned earlier, it is an overcast day, so it's not perfect hiking weather today. It's not raining really, so that's good. It's drizzling slightly, but nothing to slow me down, that's for sure. So yeah, the weather should clear up around noon or 1. It is 9 a.m. right now, so that should be maybe around the time that I'm around base. Maybe I could linger around there. So hopefully the weather clears up. That is in the forecast, and I think everyone's hoping for that on the trail today. So yeah, I would definitely, this is the most famous hike down here in the Chilean Patagonia area, the Base Las Torres hike. And I didn't want to skip it. I'm not feeling very well. The weather is a toss-up, but I'm here. I want to do it. And I would definitely recommend anyone that comes down to base your itinerary around the weather. I know that's hard to do ahead of time because you don't really know the weather until the day ahead or so down here. It's so unpredictable. But I did my Cernos and Condor hikes yesterday. And I almost wish I would have done the Base Torres hike yesterday because it was so sunny. But I did that, then those hikes would have pushed it today, and it would have had bad weather as well. So it's just the way it goes. But hiked through Windy Pass. The first part of the trail was pretty steep, but now it's kind of flattened out and we're kind of going up and down, so that's nice. After a hard start, it kind of gets a little more manageable to not be so strenuous. But yeah, it's still raining, as you can tell, on the trail at Windy Pass, and it is windy. So I'm just hiking through the woods right now. It's super peaceful. The sun's came out, the rain has stopped. Still need some of these clouds to go away, but it's going good. Feeling good for as crappy as I was feeling last night, still feeling good. Yeah, just super peaceful here. Sick waterfall over here. There's a lot of rivers and waterfalls running through here. All glacier fed, I'm assuming. Really cool trail. It's definitely, it's not as easy as the ones I did yesterday. The Cernos and the Condor were easier for sure. But this one's a higher reward, people say. Most famous hike, at least, as I said earlier, of the Chilean Patagonia. I'd highly recommend bringing trekking poles. I didn't bring mine because I was packing so light for this trip, so I grabbed a stick, and I'm using that because it's kind of brutal without it. After a long hike, I was almost there. I was still feeling crappy. I wasn't any better than I was that morning, but adrenaline and excitement were carrying me forward. The hike took me about 9 hours round trip to do, and the final moraine was the hardest part of the entire day. I had finally made it.
Once I arrived, I spent about 2 hours just hanging out at Base Torres. When I started this hike, the weather was bad and I wasn't feeling well. But I kept moving forward, hoping things would turn around. And in the end, I just felt incredibly lucky and grateful that everything aligned on this day. This was a bucket list hike for me and the centerpiece of my Chilean Patagonia experience. It's a day I will never forget. In the end, I'm just grateful I had the chance to experience this.